So looking around, you can see every now and again just moving the head a little bit, looking for something to eat. The wind providing a bit of a ride there for it. You can see it's sort of holding on. Just going to watch it for a little bit. It might fly off just now, but just again, look at the details of it. It's a little bit tricky because there's water behind, so a bit of a bright area behind there, but just look at the colors. Everything from the beak to all the different slight turquoises on the head, the dark blue, sky blue, midnight blue, all kinds of blues and purples on the back. Little spot markings, white fleck behind the ear, and then look at the chest and the neck. I think that's probably one of the colors that I really like. It's like a very deep sort of burnt orange, I guess would be a description for that. Tiny little bird. Sure, you can get the sense of it being small relative to those little twigs, but to give you an idea, those leaflets around it, each of those leaflets are about the size of a pinky nail. This bird itself is probably about 12-14 centimeters head to tail. It's only about what is that in inches? It's about 4 inches or so, a little bit less even. So a tiny little bird. Yeah, to see it this clearly. Again, like I said, I think this, well, it's definitely the first time I've seen a malachite kingfisher on drive. To see it so close and pretty, it's even better. Almost falling off there. Also a short stubby little tail, relatively speaking, to the body. We'll watch it a little bit more, but I don't think it's going to have too much success hunting or catching fish this afternoon. Just with all this wind, the surface of the water is very rippled and disturbed. Can you say the water was disturbed? It's got a lot of patterns on it. Actually, looking at the water, we'll have a look at the area just now. You can't even tell which way the wind is blowing. You've just got ripples going in all directions. See behind the bird even. So it's a little bit difficult maybe for it to see little bits of food swimming around. Look at that beautiful reflection on the water. Sun just breaking through in the background. Absolutely stunning setting. I say I'm slightly apprehensive about this weather. I'm not personally afraid of lightning or thunder, but the thunder is starting to rattle and rumble closer to us, so we'll have to just be a bit wary of that for the vehicle's sake, but for the moment we're good. I want to speak to Warren quickly. Sorry, it's just someone on the radio trying to get hold of Charles. Quite a hawk-like face. African hawk eagle. So I'm sort of interrupting myself here. What I was saying with the surprise, apart from suddenly having a beautiful bird landing and coming for a drink that we could not have imagined before, look at the quite long legs as well. This weather is surprising me greatly. If you'd asked me this morning what's the chance of us getting rain this afternoon, I would have said just a little bit more than 0, just because you never know. But it's nice when the weather also surprises you. All the different things that happen out here are spontaneous, and you get to experience them as such with us. This for me is very special. African hawk eagles, ever since I started getting into birding a bit more, they've always been beautiful to me. Fantastic looking birds. Their flight patterns, also in flight, they've got stunning markings on the underside of the wing. And this one you can see a little bit nervous. Relatively large bird. I mean, a hawk eagle, African hawk eagle, is about the size, if not slightly bigger, than Wahlberg's eagle. But nonetheless, they've got to be alert. As soon as they're on the ground, they're out of their sort of natural environment, which is either up in trees or flying around. So it's a little bit vulnerable to potential predators. Maybe some of the other large eagles, even that giant eagle owl or Vero's eagle owl that we've been seeing around, potentially could be a threat. So it's got to be alert, and you can see it is.
Julie and Claire, it was almost close to 50 miles and just really awesome. I was just from Julie and Claire.